Deuces. Hey, this is your favorite girl, Millie, in the city with my beautiful co-host, JV Jones, and welcome to our talk radio show, Connect the City, guys. On this show, we're going to cover the entire gamut on politics, entertainment, relationships, celebrity, trending news, and current events. We're going to connect it all to the city, guys, so let's jump right in. Just doesn't, does this work? Let's jump right in. And what we were talking about is, are you a real man if you let a woman take care of you? That's my question. Okay, so guys, no, I have no. Can you
get the one on the counter?
So
did what she got on there wrong. So.
Okay.
That's not on. I don't hear it.
Okay. Okay, the blue doesn't.
I don't hear.
All right, guys. So look, I'm very, very excited because we have special guests.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have special guests in here this evening. I have. I'm gonna read it.
It didn't print out?
I have calling in about 7:30. I have love expert slash writer at BET, Damona Hoffman. She's a host and producer of Dates and Mates on iHeartRadio and UBN Radio. I also have Clayton Reed Jones. He's the author of the book, Who Else Could It Be But God? My Relationships Led Me to Him. He's also the co-host of the talk show, Let's Talk, coming soon on YouTube. And I also have Daryl Fletcher calling in this evening. He is a relationship strategist. So y'all can't say I'm just like one-sided, guys. Then you would just have to say that I have got the men on the line and we want to know what they think.
Turn the speaker on.
I can't. It's anyway, so I'm going to bring some callers in, and we're going to start caller with the last four digits of 3174. What's your name? You're on with Connect the City.
Actually, it's Clayton Reed Jones.
Hi, Clayton Reed Jones. Do I have to say your whole name?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Wow. Okay, I got you. I got you. I am actually wonderful. Say hello to my beautiful co-host, JV Jones.
How are you, Clayton?
Hello, JV. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
You as well.
We also have a caller with the last four digits of 2910. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Yes, my name is Rose.
Hi, Rose. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
I have a little speaker because I couldn't hear. I am wonderful. This evening. You know the topic. You guys know the topic. Mr. Clayton Reed Jones, also, you know the topic. I think we should just jump right in.
Jump in. All right.
What? Look, don't look, Mr. Clayton Reed Jones. I won't look. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look. Give me. Before we start. Before we start. This is why I have you on the show. Daryl Fletcher should be calling in soon. I do have a woman that's coming on. I've got relationship relationship experts and people to talk about this subject, so people won't think that JV and I, well, just me, because she's already thrown me under the bus. I know you heard her throw me under the bus, that she did not come up with this show topic. I want y'all to blame Louis Farrakhan. So let me start with Clayton Reed Jones, and I also have Rose. Rose, say hi to one of our special guests, and that is Clayton Reed Jones.
Hi, Mr. Reed Jones. How are you?
Okay, how you doing, Rose? It's a pleasure to talk with you.
Okay.
Pleasure talking to you, too.
So, excellent. Mr. Reed Jones.
Okay.
Clayton Reed Jones. Hold on one second. Let me tell you why I'm having this conversation. And why, and you know what? Well, let me do this. Let me do one thing first. Let me take a really, really quick, I have one caller on the line, 3331. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Calling you on with Connect the City.
How you doing? This is Dante Moore, the re-educator. Blessing you with my presence one more time.
Yes, how are you?
The feeble-minded.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you for blessing us.
Okay. You are welcome.
And what we're going to do
How you
is
doing,
we are
Millie? How you doing, Davey?
wonderful. We're going to take a quick
Wonderful.
break, and we will be right back to discuss while we're having this conversation. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes, Daryl. Hold on 1 second.
Muted.
Daryl, I'm on air. Did you see the email, sir? Okay, never mind. 929.
Coming to the Baltimore area in the 70s and 80s.
3886.
Right back. Thanks for joining in.
Bye.
February 14th, the mighty Whispers and Dennis
People don't
Edwards
care.
Temptations
I don't care what I'm doing.
for the first time
Okay, guys.
live.
Hey, guys, look, I'm ready. We're going to get this, and we are ready. Thank you. I think Isha said you love the hair. It's like my Beyonce, girl. It's my Beyonce. Love it. I'm excited.
That's right. For 50% discount on
I'm excited. We are coming right back.
34623. The mighty Whispers and Dennis Edwards Temptations are coming to Baltimore. Get those advanced tickets now at 240-893-4623. Be there.
Unmuted.
You are welcome back to Connect the City. You are on with Millie in the City, your hostess with the mostest, and my beautiful co-host, JV Jones. Guys, I am so excited. Before we went to break, we have author of The Re-Education of the Female, Dante Moore. Dante, welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, welcome.
Is it safe to say I already know how you feel, so that's why, did I tag you in this one? I don't think I did.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I don't think I did. I know you.
catch your show every time I.
Oh, you are so special. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll wait until you're ready so I
Yeah, because I know you're going to give it to us. Well, I really want you to say hi to one of our special guests. We have a couple calling in. One of our special guests is Clayton Reed Jones, and he is going to be our special guest. Let me let you know a little bit about Clayton Reed Jones. He's the author of the book, Who Else Could It Be But God? My Relationships Led Me to Him, and co-host of the talk show Let's Talk, coming soon to YouTube.
How you doing? Okay, cool, bro.
And so I got to say his whole name, Dante. So all night you're gonna be wondering why. And I got to call first, middle, and last.
You can shorten it if you like. It's all right.
I did, but you said say that. We also have some callers on the line. We have Rose, and I believe I have Daryl Fletcher. Daryl Fletcher, he's a relationship strategist. He's another special guest. Are you there?
I am here. How are you doing tonight?
I am excellent, sir. Please say hi to my beautiful co-host, JV Jones.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, JV Jones. How we doing today, man?
We're doing fantastic.
Daryl is a friend to the show. We're going to bring some other callers in real quick. It's an interactive radio show. JV and I love the fact that it is interactive, but we want to be respectful. So we'll bring our next caller in with the last four digits of 5516. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Good evening, Millie. Good evening, JV.
Is this our favorite person? This is our
Good
favorite,
evening,
Ed Furley.
Ed. How are you, Ed?
Wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful. Mr. Farley, let me just, you know what the topic is about. Let's jump right into it. We wasted enough time because Mr. Clayton Reed Jones. See, he never should have said that, JV. He should not have never said that. So now I've got to call him by his whole three names.
And we share the same last name, so that's great.
People just refer to me as Reed, so you can say Reed, especially a woman, so you can just say Reed.
Oh, excuse me. Wow.
Hey, Brandon.
Now I feel kind of sexy. Thank you. So we've got everybody in here. What I really want to do is I have another special guest, Damona Hoffman. She'll be calling in at 7:30. My goal was excuse my French. Our goal was to get men in here because the topic is, are you a real man if you let a woman take care of you? Let me just explain myself before y'all jump down my throat, okay? JV's already thrown me under the bus, and that's okay. Get over it. Okay, gotcha. So I was watching the video with Louis Farrakhan. I don't know who the young lady was. And basically, this is what he said. You are not a real man if you let a woman take care of you. Okay? A woman cannot honor a man if she's taking care of him. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Reed. I hope I said that sexy enough for you, sir. We're going to start off with you. What do you think about specifically, and we'll go to Daryl Fletcher, and then I hesitantly go to Dante Moore because he just doesn't like me. I'm just kidding. What do you think about what Louis Farrakhan said?
Well, first and foremost, all due respect to the minister. I love the minister, growing up listening to him. And I definitely understand the point and the position he's taking, but I also understand that the generalization, and a lot of times he puts out generalizations to incite the conversation and push the button and get us to self-evaluate. But I can't necessarily say that it's impossible for a woman to honor a man. I think everything is based on perspective, how you see life, how you understand life. And I also can't necessarily say you're not a real man. For one reason and one reason only, I think a lot of what you see in those dynamics is the man is a product of his conditioning. And so we, the whole community, our whole community is responsible for creating some of these dynamics because you have situations where the man is not in the home, you have a woman raising a child, a boy, and the woman can't really, bring out some of the masculinity in a man, because she's a woman. So what she does is that boy will sit home, he'll watch her go to work, he'll watch her take care of everything, raise him, he'll play games, he'll sit. So when he transitions into a relationship, some of that may feel natural to him to see his woman taken care of. So it's so many different dynamics to that. I'm not saying, me personally, I've never had a woman take care of me, so I can't really speak from that aspect. The only woman that's ever taken care of me is my mom. And I have a natural innate desire to want to take care of my woman. But the problem with that is a lot of times women don't want to live within the means of the man. Sometimes they want, upper mobility. They want a lot of things that may be outside that man's means. They're not willing to meet him where he is. And that creates another dynamic,
Okay.
So, it's a generalization, and I can't really say,
I'm literally about
to
die
not
over here.
real men. I can't really say that.
Well, I thank you for your comments. I'm literally about to fall out of my chair with those comments, but it's okay. Mr. Daryl Fletcher is a relation strategist. Mr. Fletcher, what do you say about this topic? I literally am burning up on the inside.
Well, I would have to kind of agree with part of what Brother Reed said, because to say that blanket statement, there's so many different dynamics that we can't say. Because if you have a gentleman that maybe was making six figures and then he becomes maybe disabled, or maybe he becomes to the point of where he loses that particular income, then it may be a situation where for a period of time he may need a little assistance or he may need a little bit of help. Now, I'm not signing off on a dude who's sitting at home and playing video games and she doing all the work and he has no ambition. That I am not signing off on. However, we have to really begin to understand that it's important for a man to be a provider, and that's not his only assignment. That's not his only assignment. That's a part of his assignment. That's in addition to some other things. But at the end of the day, what we have to really begin to understand, like the other day, I was laying in my bed, and I asked my wife, I said, what's your greatest need for me? She didn't say my money. She didn't say my loyalty. She said my time. So each individual is different. Each individual situation may be different. So to have a blanket statement to say that, hey, you are not a man if a woman takes care of you, that is an incomplete statement. It's not false, or it's not necessarily true, but it's incomplete. Because if you have a situation where a man may become incapacitated, well, how is he going to take care of her? Or a man, like I know a guy, his name is John. John lives in Miami. John is 100% blind. 100% blind. He's raised 2 boys. One is 23 and the other is 25 right now. He was blind. Now, John didn't have the capacity to work full time, but he did have a job. His wife made more money than him. However, he was still a strong man within his home. What he could not do with his sight, he did with his creativity. What he could not do with his sight, he did with his discipline. So to have a blanket statement to say that, hey, you're not a man if a woman takes care of you, that is an incomplete statement because we have to understand what are the dynamics. Now, if you're fully able, you're healthy, and ain't nothing wrong with you, and you sitting on your butt at home, and a woman taking care of you, I have a problem, and I challenge that man to step his game up.
Okay, great. Well, we really thank you.
I would say he's a lazy man, not necessarily not a real man, but a lazy man in that aspect.
Lazy man's not a real man. But okay, gotcha. You know what, JV? I think we forgot that Daryl Fletcher was on before, and he was our preacher for the night because he preaches to us. Oh, I'm burning up inside. I'm burning up inside. But I was told that not to give my opinions until the end. So we will go to Dante Moore, and then we'll go to Rose, see what she thinks. She is the woman on the line, and then we will go to our favorite person of the show. We just love the Ed Farley when he calls in. Yes. All right, so Dante Moore, give it to us straight. We know you will. What's straight, no chaser?
Yes, I must preface this by saying I love the minister, and I agree with most of the stuff, like 95% of the stuff that he said.
Okay.
But you also have to realize the audience that he's speaking to. The have a saying, steel sharpens steel. So he's trying to make these men into better men. He's trying to take people that may be in a different situation and make them understand what they have to do to become better men, to become better fathers, better husbands, things of that nature. Okay. But I have to disagree with him on this point. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't care who you are, I don't care your professional status, your financial status, or anything. If you're a man, you're always a man. That does not dictate
well, we said real.
Your job or how much you make does not dictate if you're a man or if you're a real man. Just like these brothers were saying, what if you have, just make a hypothetical situation. What if you meet someone that has celebrity status, and she's making so much bread, it's not financially intelligent for you to even work. You could probably do something for her. You could probably assist her in her career.
Thank you for saying that, because I was going to light him up.
Go out here. Even if you was making $100,000, if she making 40 or 60 mil, what is that? What is that to the relationship?
How does that relationship even happen?
Why don't you see her financial advisor, her bodyguard, her assistant, her manager or something like that to assist her in her career? Yeah.
How you gonna be a financial manager and you make $5,000 an hour? Get out of here.
Even in the book I wrote, like if I'm living in a cardboard box and I'm messing with a chick, she still gonna be bringing me my dinner to that box.
No, what? Okay, so what I want to say before you finish is, you're killing me. I knew you would. Any background noise that you guys have, please try to dismiss that. This is an interactive radio show. We want to be able to hear everything that everybody is saying. So please move away from the radios or anything or TVs that might distract this call. You know what? I tried to find out where Dante lived at. I really did, because I just want to go and just choke him. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But anyway.
What are you talking about?
Really? Why would I bring you your dinner in a cardboard box? Get out of here.
That's what you're going to do. And I'm ironing my dirty shirt.
Okay, so.
Oh, so you're wearing dirty shirts?
You're wearing dirty shirts now. Oh my God, kill me now. Dante, kill me now. Okay, but we have a caller that's in the queue. 9380. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Wow.
Miss Simona Hoffman.
Oh, thank God.
How are you?
Damona Hoffman, how are you, lady?
I'm well, thank you.
All right, so guys, I just want to briefly kind of go back to who Damona Hoffman is. You came in at the right time. I am literally burning from the inside out, Miss Hoffman, because I've got, let me tell you
I
what.
heard it was getting kind of heated.
Right. Let me tell you who I've got on the phone. Let me tell you who I've got on the for my special guest this evening, Damona, and then I'll introduce you again. I have Clayton Reed Jones, which I can now call Reed, which makes me feel so much better. He's the author of the book Who Else Could It Be But God? My Relationships Led Me to Him, and co-host of the talk show Let's Talk, coming soon to YouTube. You also have Daryl Fletcher, and he's a relationship strategist, but we feel like on the show that he really is supposed to be a reverend, but I digress, okay, because he preaches to us. We also have one of our guests that called in the show was Dante Moore. He's a friend of the show. He has a book, he's an author of The Re-Education of the Female, and I am just burning. And also have J.V. Jones. J.V. Jones is my co-host. Please tell Damona Hoffman, hello, J.V., because
Good evening, Damona. Thank you so much for joining us.
she is a love expert / writer, BET.com, and host, producer of Dates and Mates on iHeartRadio and UBN Radio. Love, love, love her. Thank you for joining us.
And we need that female
We need it.
aspect right now, so bring it on.
So here's what we were talking about. I know you know what we're talking about. Let me just tell you preface it because Louis Farrakhan was getting interviewed. And, you know, I don't know, the lady was interviewing him and basically said, you're not a real man if a woman takes care of you. He said a woman cannot honor a man that she is taking care of because her voice becomes bigger in the house. Like, you take out the trash, you know, it's bigger. So what are your thoughts on Minister Louis Farrakhan's basically interview? What he's saying it?
Well, I don't know if my position is going to be that popular either, but I really believe in equality partnerships, and that's the relationship that I have been living in for the last 14 years.
Okay.
And I believe that you find the balance that works for you and your partner.
Right.
And sometimes a man may be making less money and contributing to the household and the relationship in other ways. And I don't attach meaning to a woman who earns a lot of money, not when she takes care of a man financially. I don't equate that to taking away the man's manhood or taking something from him in the way that I think Minister Farrakhan believes it to be.
Well, I appreciate your comment. Clayton Reed Jones, something in your background is counteracting with what we are doing. I'm not sure. I know you're a very busy man, but
I have absolutely silence here.
I hear somebody's doing it. Okay. So I want to, I thank you for that comment. We do have some callers on the line. Rose, what are your thoughts on Louis Farrakhan's, y'all are killing me, Louis Farrakhan's comments?
Yeah, I've seen the video a couple of times. You have to also put in perspective, the Minister Farrakhan is in a different age bracket than all of us. So when when I hear him speaking to people from a different mindset. So I don't disagree with him to a certain point, but I also agree with the young woman that just spoke that it is a partnership. But with saying that, it's a partnership with the person you're committed with, not just somebody that's living with you, not just somebody you're helping. It's a partnership with somebody you're either committed with or you're married to.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask Ed Farley and J.V. Jones. I cannot wait to find out what your comments are. Ed Farley, let me talk to you for a second. What's going on?
Okay.
Here we go.
Just from the terminology itself, letting a woman take care of a real man, I would have to agree with that. Now, I don't me personally, I don't like to put the word real in front of man. I don't even know where that came from or who started it.
Okay.
But I don't like it, so I'm going to change it, and I'm going to say a responsible man.
Okay. We love
like
it.
that.
This is what we love.
Now,
You.
Louis Farrakhan is only talking about a financial standpoint. There's many ways to take care of a man. Washing his clothes, when you do laundry, buying dinner, cooking food. There are so many things in taking care of a man. He's only lumping it as a financial issue, which is completely wrong.
Right.
You can have two people in a relationship, both making, and I'm just going to throw a number out there, both making $50,000, and all of a sudden she gets a raise, so now she's making more.
Right.
So does that mean he now has to go out and make more? What if he can't? What if it's a possibility? Is he now to give up that relationship based on what he's saying on a financial issue? Now, my whole thing with this is we can give it all the examples, but I'll give you my real life example.
Okay.
I met my fiance. I moved here to Texas. I was starting a business. So my funds were tied up into the business. So who had to take the burden of taking care of the bills was my fiance. However, that doesn't mean she was taking care of me because that was short term. Now in the long term, the business opened, now we're thriving, we're doing this. Not only had I repaid her back, but I also started taking care of the household bills and everything else. I even come home before she does, so I cook dinner. Or I start the laundry. I'll text her, hey, do you need something washed or whatever? So whoever gets home first does it. It's a responsibility of both people. So that's why I take the word real out and say the responsible man. Not just the man that sits back, like some of the other gentlemen said, sit back and sit at home. And we're not talking about those guys. Those are the ones that are looking for sugar mamas or whatever the case.
So many of
There are
those
guys
out.
that
So
just
many of
let
those out.
women. Right, exactly. And tax season is around the corner.
Tax
So there are
season.
guys
Oh, they
that
ready
just
for our
let
check. They
women
are
take
ready
care
for
of
our check. Or we can be washing Dante's dirty drawers, like you said.
it.
No, ironing his
But,
dirty.
We're ironing his dirty
His
drawers.
terminology, but
He blows
overall,
my
his terminology is wrong.
His terminology
It's
is
not
wrong.
just on a financial standpoint. There's many ways to take care of a man.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, thank you so much. There's many ways to take care of a man. I'm going to bring in last four digits, 7624. Is that you, Mr. Fletcher?
That is me. I'm sorry, I got disconnected for a second. I apologize.
That's okay. Oh, I'm still burning up on the inside, but that's okay. So with everything that's been said, I usually don't go, I mean, it's really not JV's thoughts at this time, but I really want to go, I am burning up. And so you're so much more eloquent with your speaking, JV Jones, than I am. I'm ready just to go over Dante's house and flatten all his tires, but that's okay. What do you think, JV Jones, about specifically, you're not a real man if you let a woman take care of you? What do you think Louis Farrakhan meant when he said that?
Well, for me, I don't think he's generalizing everybody. I think it goes to the people that if the shoe fits, wear it.
Thank you.
There are a lot of men out there who are comfortable with a woman taking care of them. And, you know, it is what it is.
Come on, Rose.
I think for me that there needs to be a lot more communication. You know, a man, if a woman has a baby and she makes more money and he needs to stay home and deal with the child, then that's a great thing. It's not about one taking care of the other. It's about the union and the communication and what benefits the unit as a whole. So I think, for me, I think he's talking about those that are not about that. They're not about the union. They're not about anything but themselves. And are they a real man, a responsible man? No. And do they need to address their situation? Yes. So I think for him, you know, a lot of people take it personally. If you're not that type of man or in that type of situation, then it's not for you. But if it is, then own it, change it, and make things better.
Okay, well, we're going to pull in caller with the last 4 digits of 0827. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
They're scared to death.
No, they're not. Caller?
the star.
Is this Janice Mavis?
Hi, Janice.
Janice!
Hey. Thanks
How
for
are you,
calling
lady?
in, Janice.
Ain't nobody scared, Dante. Ain't nobody scared. What is it?
Anybody scared?
Everybody scared, Dante? Okay, so, you know, some of the things I did want to discuss on this show. Clayton Reed, if you don't mind, I'd like to go back to what you said. It is so sad that I feel like a lot of single mothers. See, I don't even know if the word single mother. I just wasn't single, but the person was not in the household. But I did 90% of.
Okay.
Let me say 80. I did a lot. Let me just say that before I get in trouble. But I did a lot by myself. So my son saw me doing this, and my daughter saw me doing this. There are many situations, and not all, many situations where, and I could go deeper, where men are okay with every other weekend. So let me break down every other weekend seeing your child, just for, so y'all, if y'all didn't know, here we go. Every other weekend out of 31 days, that's almost 5 days out of 30. So I'm doing, what, 25, and you're doing 5, and that's on the weekends, and halftime they sleep. So I've got to do everything, and so you see all of these things, and some men are so comfortable with that, and some men don't want to be involved at all. So you have a lot of single mothers. So, hey, but I did not go in this subject lightly. I called 10 men that I knew and asked them one question: are you a real man if you let a woman take care of you? And they said no. They said no. He just couldn't. If his hand, one of the guys said, if his hands and feet are able, there's no reason why he cannot work or do something. So I got you, but what do you want us to do? Yeah, but what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Would you like us not to take care of the babies if you don't want to? Just curious.
No, but let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. Real quick.
Okay, slow down.
You spoke about men being comfortable with that dynamic. But what does that say about the woman that's comfortable with that dynamic as well? She's willing to take care of that man. I think everything is based on the two individuals and their circumstance.
She's willing to take care. Wait a minute. She's willing to take care of what?
Job, you have to understand. You can do nothing alone in this world. And when you look at the economy, you look at the jobs produced in the economy. When you look at hundreds of millions of people trying to fit into 10 million jobs, you look at people turning to entrepreneurship, but they get no support from their community. It's going to be men that fall short. It's going to be. That's going to be a dynamic being African American in this country.
Right.
And it's not an excuse. It's a realization. So to me, you have to come with understanding.
Okay.
If we want to build better relationships, you can't constantly have the same banner talking about you're not a real man. If that's not going to encourage and incite him
Who is
to
that?
step up to the plate and be a real man.
Well, I got one.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Become defined.
Wait 1 second. Mr. Reed, are you finished? I apologize. Who was jumping in on that?
I just want to add one remark. Can I add one quick remark to that? Would you say that is